With the Alola League on its way, it's time to predict who I think will win.
見たことないやったことないをそれないでさあフューチャーヒーロー走るんだ追い風を受けて
Alola everyone, Treyman1 here. We're back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon anime discussion and predictions video. Today guys, I will be talking about what I believe will go down in the Alola League. In this video, I will be talking about a few team predictions and how I think the league will play out. First things first is that I will talk about how I believe the league will play out and want the league to play out. Then I will go on a kind of crazy theory type of thing in the end, so stay tuned for that, guy. The first thing I just want to say though is I believe Brock and Misty will come back to watch the Alola League and that Ash will bring back old Pokemon. But let's go ahead and talk about Ash's team at the moment. Upon entering the league, I believe Ash's team will be Pikachu, Rowlet, Dusk Form Lycanroc, possibly and hopefully Naganadel being the Poipo that Ash caught early on Evolve. And for his 6th slot, I'm hoping maybe Komao, or he'll just bring back his old Pokemon, which I do believe will be the case. The reason I feel so confident in Incineroar is due to the fact that the concept art that got released upon the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon showing Ash, Mallow, and Incineroar, which being our first reveal of Incineroar as well. I legitimately really do believe Ash could be getting an Incineroar in the series, and it's not too late either, because in every other series, Ash doesn't get the final evolutions until after 100 episodes of that season has passed. So now we're in the perfect timing for Incineroar. The main competitors that we know of so far that are competing are Ash, Kiawe, Ilima, Gladion, and Hao, and maybe the Masquerade. And I'll get into that a little later. For the first round of this league, I see it starting off being a 3v3 match between Ash and Ilima. The reason I chose Ilima for the first round is because Ilima isn't really focused on that much in the series as a main rival, but he does have an interest in the league, and Kui asked him to come and join in. We already know 2 of Ilima's Pokemon being Smeargle and Eevee, and I believe that his final one will possibly be a Diggersby because he's a normal type user and he's in Kalos, in the Kalos region, and this Pokemon I can see him bring with him from Kalos to battle against Ash. I of course see this battle ending in a Pikachu versus Eevee clash to represent Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and also because Pikachu and Eevee were going to battle earlier on, and it would be cool to see this be in the final clash in the 1v1s for Ash and Ilima. I could also see Hao battling in the first round against this one trainer that we met early on called Idea. The reason I choose her is because she owns a Primarina and she will be a nice representation of Primarina in the league. I can see her going against Hao in the first round and losing to either his Dartrix or Decidueye. I'll also go into discussion on which one I think Hao will have a little later. After that, I believe we will cut straight to the top 16. We'll probably see Ash's battle against some random trainer or trainer that we seen earlier in Sun and Moon, and he ends up winning. But the main battle of the top 16 will be Gladion and Kiawe. Now, I really want these two to have a battle because these two are very interesting characters, and I know a lot of people want to see Ash go against Kiawe, but I do not believe Ash and Kiawe will battle in the Alola League. Kiawe has only been shown to own Turtonator, Marowak, and Charizard throughout the entire series, and I believe the top 16 will be the last 3v3 round of the league where Kiawe goes against Gladion and ends up losing. I believe in this battle, Gladion will use his 3 main Pokemon that we've been seeing throughout the series, and yeah, I think that'll be a really good battle actually. Maybe Marowak versus Umbreon, Turtonator versus Lycanroc, and Charizard versus Savalai. Being Charizard being the original Kahuna's Pokemon, so it's really strong, and Savalai being Gladion's ace. The trainer that I believe that they should show Ash battle against in the top 16 is the guy who stars on Pokenshi. I forgot his name, but I remember that he's been shown in the series twice already and has had a battle with Ash in episode 19. So it'd be really cool to see them have a battle. Maybe we can see Lycanroc versus Mudsdale. That would be an awesome battle to see. You know, as just like the Ash winning, basically, type of scenario. Now, for Ash's top 8 battle, this is kind of a far stretch, but I would really like to see Ash go against Kahili if Kahili is not taking part in the Elite Four. Like, it depends. If Kahili is in the Elite Four, then probably replace Kahili with another trainer, maybe like Mina. But if Kahili isn't, I would really like to see an Ash versus Kahili here, because that would be really cool to see all flying type trainer, and we'll get to see Rowlet go against a Toucan. Now for the top 4. Here's where things get interesting. I really want this battle to be against Ash versus Hal. Now I know a lot of people think that the opening is showing off the order that Ash battles in the league, but I really believe that Ash should be battling Gladeon in the finals, if that's when they're gonna battle, because I'll get into that later. But in this Ash versus Hal battle, I believe that we'll see Hal use Pokemon Light, Dhelmise, Toucannon, and Alolan Raichu. Hal is normally associated with Alolan Raichu in the games, and it'll be really cool to see Hal using Alolan Raichu in the anime. We could get our Alolan Raichu versus Alolan Raichu versus Cantonian Pikachu battle in this part of the league. This will be really cool. Of course, this will not be the final battle. Of course, the final battle will be between Rowlet and Dartrix, or here's my theory. If they don't have a trainer to show off the Decidueye, I believe Hal could actually be the one to get the Decidueye. And either the Decidueye goes against Ash's Incineroar, or Ash's Rowlet evolves into a Dartrix. Now, I know it's highly unlikely with Rowlet having the Everstone, but when talking with my friends, they do believe that something could happen where Rowlet loses the Everstone for an episode, evolves, then he gets it back and stays as a Dartrix. While that would be cool and all, I don't think that will happen, but yeah, I believe it will be Dartrix versus Rowlet, finishing that battle. The opening kind of backs that up as well, with showing those two Pokemon off, and both of the battles that Ash and Hal have had so far been between those two Pokemon. Ash and Hal will battle again actually before the league. I'm guessing after the Pony Arc or during the Pony Arc, we don't know for sure yet, but we'll have to wait and see. And now it's time for the big finals, the battle between Ash and Gladeon. Ash and Gladeon have had 3 battles in the series so far. The first one being undecided, the second one Gladeon winning, but of course he would win that one because he was using Savali, which is a legendary. And the third one being the Lycanroc showdown. And also in the opening, they show that the 2 Lycanrocs are battling. So the Lycanrocs are the main piece of this basically battle. And as we know from the series, Ash's Dust Form Lycanroc does seem to kind of be the main ace of the series, having its own Ula Ula arc and many battles, being a special form of its own. Ash's Dust Form Lycanroc does seem to be Ash's main ace of this series, which is awesome because I love Dust Form Lycanroc. It's been amazing. Seeing his control his berserk form and mode and everything, it's just been awesome seeing Lycanroc being developed. This should also be the battle that Ash uses his whole Alolan team, being that in the other ones I can see him using other Pokemon, but this battle right here, he needs to use all of his Pokemon that he's caught and traveled with in the Alola region. We can see Rowlet and Umbreon, Pikachu and Savali, so many amazing matchup. Pokemon I can't see Gladeon getting are Toxapex, Como-O if Ash doesn't get one, and the Alolan Sandslash to kind of match up with Lily having the Alolan Vulpix. This would be an awesome team for Gladeon in the series. My main hope for this battle is that Ash actually wins this, and oh my goodness, would it be amazing if Ash actually wins this battle. Now hear me out. I know I said this is the finals, and if Ash wins this, that means he's won the league, but I have another theory. You notice I haven't mentioned the Mask Royale yet, and that's because Ash will go and take on the Champions League, which is the Elite Four, and the champion being the Masquerade. It'd be really cool seeing Ash go against characters that he had a lot of time with, like Acerola, Olivia. Hasn't had too much time with Molayne, but he knows Molayne. And of course, you know, we gotta put Kahili into the fray. A battle between Ash and Kukui has also possibly been confirmed due to the opening showing Ash going against the Masquerade in the Alola League Stadium. And this will be awesome development for Ash's Incineroar if he does get one, of course. Even though this battle shows Pikachu versus Incineroar, this could be just, you know, just to show off Pikachu, like this show like this is Ash. Or this could say Pikachu goes against Incineroar, loses, and then we have an Incineroar clash. Now note, here's where I think Ash will lose because I don't think he's ready to become a champion yet. This will be their way of showing, okay, we made Ash win a league. He's not ready to be the champion yet, but he's made it, you know, he has progressed. As we see in this Sun and Moon, Pikachu, his first loss was in episode 100 against a Zeraora, so showing that Pikachu has had many skills. We had a lot of nice development for Lycanroc and Torracat. Rowlet has just started getting a bit more development. Hopefully in the next Howl battle we can see some more great Rowlet development so that he can be ready for the league as well. Poipo has had this whole big arc. It can come back as a Naganadel and I'll be okay with it. So yeah, I mean, and if Ash brings back old Pokemon, it'll be really cool to see, you know, the old and the new. It is highly possible that he can bring back the old Pokemon because he went back to Kanto. So we got to see that these Pokemon are still here, you know. He still remembers them, and he could possibly just bring them back for battle. It would be really awesome. Of course, Ash will use his Alola team in this battle, but Kukui will overpower Ash. Now, I don't want to make too many predictions on Kukui's team because they could either use the one from the games or could make their own team up. We know he has Incineroar and Braviary confirmed. But one Pokemon I do want Kukui to use in this battle is a midday form Lycanroc, and the reason for that is so that we can get a midday versus dusk battle because we haven't really got that in the series. And plus, it'll be cool. The finals of the league, midnight and dusk. Basically the final battle, the showdown, the championship, midday and dusk. And of course, it'll be a really interesting and cool thing to see that midday beats both. I mean, not midday. Dusk form Lycanroc can beat both midday and midnight form, showing that it is the more powerful form. That's how I see and really want the Alola League to play out. Now, here's the kind of crazy wild prediction that I have. And it has to do with a certain character that we've seen just recently. If Dia enters the league, then I will really not enjoy it. This is the crazy theory. If Dia joins the league, Dia is shown where Alola Ash's rivals are being shown off. And it's possible that he could come to our Alola, but it's not highly possible. As you know, Dia has his own world. He's from another world. It'll be kind of crazy to see Dia come in and enter the league. Plus, we don't know the requirements for the league. I'm pretty sure you'll need the Z-Ring and to complete all your trials and grand trials. But who's not to say Dia did that in his own world? He may be able to show off all the Z crystals that he got and may be able to enter. He did say he was going to rebuild his Alola. And if he comes and sees ours and then sees that they're building a league, this might inspire him to put a league in his own Alola. If he participates as well, he'll have a lot of basically fun in his league and really want to go back and build it. But if Dia enters, Ash is losing. I'm sorry. I really don't want Dia to enter the league because Zeraora is a, you know, the mythical legendary Pokemon is very overpowered. And yeah, it would just be like he lost again to some overpowered trainer type of deal. I really do hope that my first prediction is the way that they decide to go with and Dia does not enter. Now, if we do see Dia again, it will be cool. Just don't let him enter in the league. I really don't want that to happen, and I highly doubt that it will happen. But then again, we don't know. It could go either way. We just have to wait and see what the writers have in plan. In the comment section down below, let me know what you guys think Ash's final team will be as he enters the league. Let me know how you think the rounds will go. And basically, do you think Ash will win this league or no? Or do you think he'll make it to the championship and then win against Kukui or no? I say that he will win the league, go to Battle of the Elite Four, make it to Kukui and then lost. That's how I believe it's going to go down. I also believe that we're going to have one more Battle Royale episode before the league where we get to see Torracat evolve into Incineroar and possibly beat Kukui's Incineroar, which will, you know, show, okay, Ash was the last one to win. That means Kukui's going to win. Or they could pull in the lawn and just have Ash not win to Kukui at all in the series. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoy. In the comment section down below, let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and to share this video. And I can't wait to read you guys' theories. Treyman1. Peace out.